Now friends, we are moving towards the preparation properties of aryl halides as we have done earlier. Same thing is there, it's aromatic compounds. So we have to go for the preparation first. So preparation is you go for the chlorination of any benzene. When you react benzene with Cl2 in the FeCl3, that will give you chlorobenzene. Same way you react with the Br2 in the presence of FeBr3, that will give you bromobenzene. So this is a previous topic, so I am just not writing these reactions, I am just writing the heading of the reaction. So chlorination of benzene, bromination of benzene gives you aryl halide, means halogen on the benzene ring. Next reaction we have a benzene diazonium chloride. When react with the CuCl HCl, so it will give you chlorobenzene plus N2. Same way diazonium chloride with the CuBr oblique HBr gives you bromobenzene. So when N2Cl reacts with CuCl or CuBr, this reaction is known as the Sandmeyer reaction. So same way, suppose instead of CuCl we have Cu and HCl and Cu and HBr. So this reaction will give you the same product. This will give you chlorobenzene, this will give you bromobenzene plus N2 and Cl, and this reaction is known as the Gattermann reaction. So these are the two reactions. They are the name reaction that is important, that comes generally in the examination. Next reactions we have diazonium chloride with HBF4 when it reacts. So HCl is taken out, so it gives you N2BF4. N2BF4, as told you, the benzene compound with the fluorine is highly unstable. So when this compound is heated in the presence of at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius only, very small heat is required. So it gives you fluorobenzene, which is again a very unstable compound. So we have to keep it very carefully. Plus BF3 plus N2. And this reaction is known as the Balch-Steinmann reaction. So this is about your preparation of benzene. Now let's come to the properties. So before starting the properties of the benzene, I have to tell you a few facts. That first you take a benzene ring, and benzene ring undergo resonance. How? When any halogen group is attached to the benzene ring, so halogen has 7 electrons, one is bonded with the carbon, and 6 electrons are there in a free state. So benzene ring has a deficiency of the electrons, so it will try to attract the electron pair towards itself. So this chlorobenzene will donate its two electrons to this benzene ring, and this will form a double bond Cl character. So this chlorine will become positive, and this double bond electron that was there, now it has to break because the carbon valence is already 4, so it can't stay here. So this will break, and these two electrons will form here at this position with a negative charge. When it comes with a negative charge, so only electrophile can attack on it. So reaction on this position will be an electrophilic substitution. So now this position won't stay here, it will move further. Since double bond is now on the 3rd position, so this double bond will also attract this electron. So they will move to this position. But problem is this, that when it moves to this position, carbon valency 4 is not satisfied. So this is a highly unstable stage. So this won't exist for long time, and it won't give the stability. But this will give a stability with a negative charge. So when this electron further move to this position, so when it move to this position again with the negative charge, so this will again have a carbon will have a 4 valency. If you see 4 valency everywhere is satisfied with one negative charge. So this is your para position. So when para position has the electron, so any electrophile can attack on para position also. So this is also, reaction is also possible due to stability. Now this will move again this will come position which is similar to this, but it is on the another side. So this will negative, so it won't exist. Again this electron will transfer to this position, so again this will come to negative position. Again electrophilic substitution reaction can take place here. So this will again go to this, it will become single bond like this, and again this electron will go there. Again this process will continue like that. So this process goes on until reactant is not there and it is not forming a compound and becoming stable. So this individual movement of the electron within the benzene ring is called resonance. And this resonance, what does it give? It gives us two stable compounds which are available for the reaction. One is on the ortho position and one is on the para position. So such compounds will be, when halogen is there, so it will be a ortho para directing. So it will form a ortho para character, and ortho para character will be formed. So now see other molecule like NH2, this. So all have one lone pair extra. So when they have the lone pair extra, so all will be ortho para directing group, and since lone pair is there, then the group become activate. So they are known as the activating group. So these all are the ortho para directing as well as they are activating group, plus all the reaction will take place on these compounds will be electrophilic substitution reaction. So this is your basic concept. Now we will apply this concept. Now what happened in benzene ring? Factors which are affecting, first is a minus I effect of halogen. What is minus I effect? That I have told you in my previous chapter, that is alkyl halide. So you can read from there. Again the resonance effect of the benzene, and due to resonance effect the Cl has a double bond character. This Cl double bond character means it has a sp2 hybridization, and S character is 33.3% in that. So due to which what happened? Due to highly electronegativity, there is a strong CCl bond. When CCl bond is strong, so compound is stable. As a result, the compound which are formed on this, they will form a stable compound. So due to these factors, benzene, chlorobenzene undergo resonance effect, and these are the molecule which undergo resonance effect and plus minus I effect. As a result, they are orthopara directing group or activating group, and all the reaction will take place here will be a electrophilic substitution reaction. So this is your concept. Now I am going to use this concept in different reactions. So friends, in the last video I told you about orthopara directing. So when orthopara directing compounds are there, so they will always give you mixture, and para will be in a higher side, that is 80%, and para will be in lower side 19%, plus 1% is a byproduct. So now this is your benzene with chlorine, so that is chlorobenzene. This is ortho, this is ortho, this is meta, this is meta, this is para. So 2 position is ortho, 3 position is meta, 4 position is para. So now the hydrogen which will react either from this end or this end, means this hydrogen or this hydrogen, they will involve in the reaction. So I have written it this way. So I am taking this notation, but you have to understand how they are existing. So now these have a double bond. So now suppose we are going for chlorination of chlorobenzene. So one Cl will take with this hydrogen, one Cl will, and HCl will come out. So this Cl will react with this, so it will give you orthopara compound, that is chlorobenzene at ortho position and chlorobenzene at para position plus HCl. This orthopara is a 80% quantity and minor is a 90% quantity, and 1% is your HCl. So this will always give you a mixture of ortho and para. It won't give you individual ortho or it won't give you individual para. Same way you go for the bromination, so it will give you bromine on ortho and para position. HBr will come out. For iodination, I and plus HI, I will be on ortho and para position. Same way we are going for sulfonation. So in sulfonation, this OH and this H, or this H and this OH will form water. SO3H will be added to the benzene ring, as I have told you in the benzene part also. So this SO3H will go on the ortho position and the para position, plus H2 will come out. Same way nitration, HNO3, I have written this way, HONO2. So nitro will come on the ortho and para position, H2 will come out. Same way you are going for the Fiedler-Crafts alkylation. So CH3 will come on the ortho and para position, HCl will come out. For Fiedler-Crafts acylation, COCH3 will come ortho and para position, HCl will come out. So this we have done in the preparation of benzene, but now it is a property of the chlorobenzene. So in reduction it will give you benzene. Now eighth reaction in properties we have, suppose we are taking price of NaOH at 623 Kelvin and 300 atmospheric. So this ONA portion will go on the benzene, that become a sodium phenoxide. NaCl and H2O will come out. So now this phenoxide can be used by various ways. So suppose in ONA you are using HCl, so it will give you OH plus NaCl. So that will enter into phenol. So phenol is prepared by this way. So this is called Dose reaction or Dose process. If suppose you are using ONA with this CH3Cl, so NaCl will come out and CH3 will be here. So this will give you methoxybenzene, or it is called anisole. So naming I have already told you, naming you try yourself. So because the board is very small, so if I keep on writing the naming, so ultimately I won't be able to cover the more topics. So this is methoxybenzene or anisole. Next reaction 9th we have chlorine. When we react with the CuCl, so that will cyanide will come on the benzene ring and Cl will replace by the Cu will take the Cl. Now this cyanide has a property. Cyanide, this may be aliphatic, RX, RCN, or maybe aromatic. So both the way, if you have a cyanide you added with the H2O. So one oxygen will be carried with the oxygen and two hydrogen will be carried with the nitrogen. So this will give you CuNH2. So this is your amide group. So this is called benzamide. Suppose you are again taking the water molecule. So this oxygen will take 2 oxygen and nitrogen will take 4 hydrogen. So this will give you ammonium benzoate. So you can do it directly by using the twice of water, that is HOH. Now if you are just heating this COONH4, that is ammonium benzoate, it will give you COOH, carboxylic acid, plus NH3 will come out. So this you can do directly also, where if you want to convert cyanide into benzoic acid or chlorobenzene into benzoic acid, so you can adopt both the methods, direct or indirect, that is your choice. So now next we have a chlorobenzene. Suppose we are taking twice of chlorobenzene. So this is NH3, twice of NH3, but I have written it this way. So just to show you which group is going where. So this H2 will react with the oxygen to form water. This NH2 twice will go on the benzene ring, and this 2Cl will react with the copper. So you will get twice of NH2 plus twice of CuCl plus H2O. So this will give you aniline. Now since we are using diazonium again and again, so here I am telling you the use of this ammonium, aniline. So when you react aniline with the HNO2 and HCl, so that will give you benzene diazonium chloride plus twice of H2O. So this is the reaction, and this is the preparation of benzene diazonium chloride. So benzene diazonium chloride is prepared from the aniline. This is one step reaction. Now suppose you take 2 aryl halides. We are taking 2 chlorobenzene. When they react with the twice of Na will react with the 2 halogens. So this end will attach with this end. So that will give you biphenyl or diphenyl plus twice of NaCl. And this reaction is known as the Fittig reaction. And suppose you are taking one aliphatic and one aromatic. Concept will remain same. Twice of Na is there. 2Cl will come out. So ultimately CH3 will come on the benzene ring. So this will give you toluene plus twice of NaCl. This is called Wood-Fittig reaction. With aromatic, it is a Fittig reaction, but with one aliphatic, one aromatic, it is a Wood-Fittig reaction. Now instead of Cl, suppose you are taking I. So this I will give you a reaction biphenyl plus twice of CuI. This is called Ullmann reaction. And Ullmann reaction is only ICSC mode, that is not in CBSC syllabus. So CBSC people can omit this one. Suppose you are using the Mg with aryl halide. So that is bromobenzene plus Mg. So that will give you MgBr, and this is known as the Grignard reagent. So Grignard reagent is a very important compound that we use again and again. So you have to keep in the mind that Grignard reagent is prepared by Rx, that is aromatic Rx, or maybe aliphatic Rx with Mg. So that will give you Grignard reagent.